Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. So today I decided to put to the test some of the most viral drugstore makeup at the moment. I added maybe like one product that is high-end, which is Rare Beauty, but everything else is drugstore. All these products, I've seen them over and over on my For You page. I decided to take a trip to Ulta and Walgreens, find these products, hunt them down, try them on, and I'm going to give you my honest review, my honest opinion if these products are even worth the hype, because we know TikTok loves hyping products up. So anyways, with that said, grab your cafecito. We were drinking ours together again. I couldn't finish it. I think I poured myself a little too much this morning. So I'm gonna warm this up again, finish the rest, keep on watching Ginny and George. I just started that show and I'm already hooked on it. So grab your cafecito or grab whatever it is you're sipping on, and let's do a full face of the most viral drugstore makeup. Let's see if it's worth the hype. First things first, we're gonna take a sip of our cafecito. I've been mixing evaporated milk into my coffees, and I swear it gives it like such a creamy, yummy texture. I'm obsessed, and now I can't stop drinking coffee, which is kind of bad. Okay, let's move on. As you can see, we're starting off with a completely bare face, no brows, because we have a little bit of everything. Y'all, finally I was able to hunt down the brand new NYX brow gel. This is the brow glue. It claims to have a crazy lift. It gives you that laminated brow look. Now, I personally like to use, where is it? I found it. Okay. I like to use the Ardell Brow Glue. This is the only product that works for my coarse hair. I naturally have curly hair. My hair is naturally thick and coarse. And I tried the e.l.f., I've tried ABH, I've tried the Military Brow Gel. Nothing holds my brows like this does. Like this. This literally laminates them, keeps them in place. They don't get flaky, they don't get white. So I'm curious to see if this is going to be my new favorite. She is looking like. Okay, so she has a little brush. We're going to squeeze some out. I honestly don't know if I'm going to love this brush, but I'm going to try it. We got some product in there. Here, see that? I don't know how much to use or what. I think I might have used a little too much. Okay. And I'm also curious to see if this is going to dry down matte, because I don't like that that look to the brows, that they look shiny. Okay. So far, so good. It immediately is flattening them out. Now, I personally, okay, I would apply it with this, but I'm still going to use my brush. This is what I use to like fix my brows, if you will. So I'll just go back in there. And I don't really like the look of standing up all of my hairs anymore. So what I like to do now is I like to, girl, I'm blind. Let me pull this closer to me. I like to go back and then just like lay down the hairs. So here we have a before, after. As you can see, my brows are a little thin, and this is just going to make them a little fuller looking. Let's move on. I also picked up this product from L'Oreal. This is their faux brow, and this is a double brush tip. I picked up in the shade like dark brunette because they didn't have black, which I typically would go for. So let's see. That is what the product looks like. I personally use a brush like this every single day to do my brows. So again, I'm going to compare this to products that I already own and use and love and see if it's similar. That is the applicator right there. So it's like two little tongs, if you will. And you're supposed to just boop, 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 draw your little hairs like that. e.l.f. came out with something similar and it totally flopped. It had like no ink to it. So let's see if this is any better. I'm going to start off with the front of my eyebrows. Hello? I mean, it is showing up, but it's like barely any pigment coming out. For reference, this is what I use, the eye method. Ever since I discovered this, like I have not been able to put it down. This is my second little pin. Or the NYX Lift and Snatch. This one is also a great one. And this has so much more pigment. Let me just quickly show you. Do you see that? Do you see the difference in pigment? Like this is actually showing up versus the L'Oreal. I would have to go over it a few times, which I'm not about to do that. I ain't got time like that. This is how the eyebrows are looking. Honestly, I will forever keep this. For me, I would just totally skip out on this. I don't know. Would I say skip the NYX brow gel? I don't think this is going to be a no for everyone, but I also don't think it's going to be a yes for everyone. For me, it's all right. It does what it needs to do, but I have a hard time using my products on top of this, if that makes sense. Okay, let's move on to the next viral product, which is, of course, from e.l.f. I actually have two things from e.l.f. They came out with a jumbo size of their e.l.f. Hydrating Power Grip Primer. This is 3 times more grip because it is humongous. This is called the Drippy Grippy. I don't know. This was a little expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It was about $24 or $25, but let's do a quick size comparison. Look at how big this is. Like, this is huge. Let me grab my little one. This is the original, and this is the big size. So as you can see, you're getting a ton of products. Honestly, I shouldn't even have bought this because I still have quite a bit left. I picked this up at my local Ulta, and like I said, it is about $24 or $25. But again, you're getting 3 times the amount of this. And I saw in a comment somewhere that I think about you pay about the same if you buy like 3 or 4. I think you even spend more if you buy these individually versus just purchasing this one. So if it's something that you use a ton, I think it's worth it. But if it's something that you don't really reach for, then just stick with the small ones. And of course, we got to do the gripping test. Still grips on. I'm pretty sure this is not going to hold on. I think this is a little too heavy. Moving on to the next product from e.l.f. Their Viral Halo Glow Skin Tint Mineral Broad Spectrum SPF of 50 in the shade 7 Medium Warm. This is definitely lighter than I anticipated, so I will definitely have to pick up. Oh, that was a close one. I definitely will have to pick up a new one. This, if you haven't tried it, you're sleeping on it, okay? I'm gonna go in with my sponge and blend this out. Again, if you haven't tried this, this is like the most full coverage that I've seen. Like, look at that. From a skin tint, usually they're very, very sheer. They're buildable or just very sheer. But I feel like this gives you so much coverage and it doesn't feel heavy at all, which is why I personally really like it. Oh my gosh, I even used too much. You guys see that? Like, look at how much this is going. This is going to protect our skin while we're out and about. It's going to give us a flawless skin and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. It wears really nicely as well. I've used this for a workout and I was not disappointed in how it looked by the end of the day. Now, obviously, don't be crazy like me. Don't apply this much because, like I mentioned before, a little goes a very, very long way. What do you guys think? Have you guys picked it up? Are you going to pick it up? What are your thoughts on this product? Honestly, I think this is one of those things that is like worth splurging on e.l.f. because it is a mineral sunscreen. It's going to be way better for you. It just looks beautiful. I love it. Added a little bronzer just because we don't have anything new, but we do have a new setting powder and I'm so excited. I hunt this down. Yesterday my Ulta did not have any. Oh girl, I need to blend that way better. Yesterday my Ulta did not have any of the new L'Oreal powders. They were completely out of stock. I even asked for them to check in the back. Nothing. So this has been going viral all over TikTok. Obviously, everything goes viral on TikTok, okay? This is the brand new L'Oreal Infallible Blur Perfection. loose setting powder. Okay, I think they have like 4 shades. They have the pink, the translucent, and then like a yellow one, and then like a dark one. I got translucent just because why not? I don't really wear pink powders like that, so I was like, man, let me skip out on that. So let's open this up. Let's see what she's all about. Okay, I'm so happy that L'Oreal finally jumped on the loose powder train because I've been wanting a good pressed powder from the drugstore. Okay, I like what I see so far. So far, this is meeting my expectations. It's nothing crazy. I know people like to hype things up on TikTok because if they can sell something, they're gonna make money. I don't blame them. I respect the hustle, okay? And it does blur out the skin. I have to say that this will slightly oxidize. So this is the shade translucent, and it's like slightly darker, but I don't mind because it actually offers a little bit of coverage under the eyes, which is exactly what I like. So let's go ahead and set this other eye. It is definitely blurring, but honestly, any like loose powder is going to do that. That's nothing new. Loose powders are meant to just give you that like filter-like effect. But it is a nice powder, and the drugstore doesn't offer very many. I know Wet n Wild has a loose powder. I honestly don't like that one. I don't like how thin it is. It is very finely milled, but it's too thin where it just I don't know. I don't like it. It's too sheer. It doesn't offer like a little bit of coverage, if that makes sense. So this does look really nice. So like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks really, really pretty. I would just, keep in mind that this will slightly oxidize on the skin. And it is a little thicker, so it might dry you out a little bit, which takes me to my next product. This one also went viral on TikTok. So most of these are like TikTok virals. The One Size Powder Melts Glass Setting Spray. If you haven't tried this, if you love to set your skin with powder, but you hate that like thick feeling of the powders, then this is the product for you. You just spray this and literally it's going to melt all those powders into the skin, and it's going to give you that beautiful glass-like finish but without feeling greasy. I don't know if you can see the difference. It added a little bit of glow back to the skin. It just kind of takes that feeling from the skin. Okay, so let's move on for blush. For blush today, I have the new Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy Blush. This is in the shade Worth. These have the nicest, soft, bouncy texture. I'm trying to compare these to something else and I can't put my finger on it. So if you guys know what these are comparable to, let me know because I literally have not been able to figure out. I'm like, I feel like I've tried these before, but I don't know from where or what brand. This shade was my absolute favorite. They have really pretty like red shades. I think they have some pink, but I wanted something in between, and this one is like the perfect color for the summer. Again, this is the shade Worth, and it's so worth it. I love that this gives almost like a blurring look to the skin. And because they do have that bouncy texture, they're very soft and very, very velvety. So far, the skin is looking absolutely amazing. Can you guys believe I'm wearing a skin tint? Looks good. Okay, so I have technically three, well, no, two last products to try out. The next product is this. This is the Maybelline Colossal Bubble Mascara. This says it's a buildable inflated volume sleek separation mascara with an inflator comb brush. I don't know what that means, but it's supposed to just really separate and volumize the lashes. Packaging is really cute, and that is what the wand looks like. Okay, I got mine in the shade Very Black. This definitely adds length to the lashes, which I really like. And it also separates them really nicely. They're not clumping at all. I'm going to let this dry and then we're going to go in with a second coat to see how that looks. I curled my lashes a little bit, and honestly, this mascara is pretty good. So let's finish everything off with the new NYX Smooshy Matte Lip Balms. This is in the shade Snuggle Season. They came out with a ton of them. And these just went crazy. Apparently they weren't being sold at any store first. They were like TikTok exclusive, which they know what they're doing. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like cupcakes. Honestly, that feels so good on the lips. Oh my gosh. They're like so creamy. Like, I want to use the word slimy, but that sounds wrong. I love how glossy and balmy they are. I honestly thought these were going to be a little more matte and not so glossy like this. And this is the final look. Oh my gosh, I am living for the skin, y'all. It looks so healthy. It looks just so good. Literally wearing a tint. Okay, this is a tint and it's giving full coverage. So what do you guys think? Honestly, my favorite part is the lips. I love how healthy, juicy, and like barely there my lips look. I don't know. I actually did like the NYX brow gel, but I do find that I have to set them, which is not a big deal. I just used a little bit of powder and then went over my brows and I set them, and I was able to use the product on top of it a lot better, but still, like, I prefer what I have over this. Blush is magnificent. I love how pretty it is. I love the color. I love how buildable it is. I just love the formula. This mascara is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Love how it made my lashes look. And the new NYX little mushy smooshy matte lip balms. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful lip combo. I actually added a little bit of the Maybelline, what is it? The Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade Let's Bounce. And this is the perfect lip combo. I just love how like glossy and juicy my lips look. Everything else was just a 10 out of 10. So this is a full phase using viral products, trying them out so you don't have to. I would love to know what you guys are adding to your cart. What are you going to go pick up, if anything, or are you just passing on these products? I know it's a lot. You don't need them, but we're still trying them out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.